Okay, we're going to change the spool wire and the tips. I have an old tip here that is pretty hammered. Got some new tips. Brought these in. Got them from the planet Vulcan. Same with the wire. Came in from the planet Vulcan. I don't know how they get it from there to here. But there it is. Says it right there, Vulcan. So let's see if we can change some stuff out here. First we got to take the screw and the spring. You don't want to lose those. Ooh. And then there's this little top guy here. Bottom plate stays in place. And these, you know, if you save these up, you can make, well, that's the problem. This was not Vulcan. Okay. Well, anyway, you save 4 of these and you put an axle through them, you can make yourself a little tote cart. Yeah. If you want to spend that much time on a piece of plastic, there's an idea for you, right? Just get 4 of those. So there it is. Straight from the planet Vulcan. All right, here we go. Yeah, you know you're tough when you can break through this plastic. There we go. Yeah, you heard that. Dang it, there was a tool involved. All right. Oh, wow, look at this. This is kind of cool. They loop this over so you can find the end and it's not just splaining all over the place. I like it. Ooh, all right. Put that back on, put that back on, put that back on. And feels like it'll run. All right, now what we have to do is we've got to undo this jobber, loosen it up so we can feed the wire in. There we go. And then that'll open up. Yeah, a little bit dusty. All right, so what we're going to do is run this down to the end gun. But you know what? Look at that. We've got an old tip on there. So let's get that off of there. Yeah, there we go. Now that tip's not completely blasted out or destroyed. So I'm going to put it in the bag with the other old one. Because these were a different wire size. These were for 0.30, excuse me. And this new stuff I'm putting on is 0.35. Oh, look at that. There's the instructions right there on how to do this. See manual if changing wire size or type. Well, this unit's over 10 or more years old and I don't have the manual. Apologize for that. Anyway, well, let's see if we can get this piece of wire off of that little loop-de-doo created there. Wow, what did they do? Did they just solder that into the part of the whole deal? Okay, there we go. Now we're going to cut this clean. You know what? Let's see, I don't know. That seems weird to me that it would come over like that when it should feed off the backside, I think, and come through. So I think this is upside down, even though the label is pointing up. This is just my logic, but yeah, see that lines up. You see that? That lines up with that a lot more. Yeah, let's do that. Because, you know, you want it to line up, right? All right, dude, don't go unspooling on me. That's bad. Okay, that's feeding. Come on, yeah, come on, you're feeding. There we go. All right, now we can go ahead and put all the gadgets back on. Oh, there's a flat side, flat side. You gotta match those up. All right, this has a wide side, so it'll go over the spring, not so wide. So let's use the wide so it'll go over the spring. Oh, about launched that into outer space. That would have gone back to the planet Vulcan because I would have never found it. All right, here we go. Come on, dude. Oh, there you go. Now at this point, we can actually engage this. We'll just kind of tweak that down a little bit. Get him, dog. Ooh, it's slowing up, or starting up kind of slow. Nothing's rattling, I guess. All right, so we're going to take one of these tips straight from the planet Vulcan here. Get one out. Just one. There we go. There we go. One. If you don't open these all the way, you got a container that you can just leave in the machine. They're contained, and that's how the old ones came, was in that bag. So got the new ones. Now we're just going to set that on there. Not tightening it up yet or anything, because we're going to see if we can feed that through, right? Oh, look at that, it's working. I'm making sure I don't have any kinks or anything in my line. Boy, it's feeding really slow. Oh, because I've got this turned down. Whoa, now the button's stuck. Okay. There we go, speed it up. Here it comes, come on. There it is. All right, now, somewhere, oh, the cup should be around here somewhere, but maybe it's not. There's an end cup that goes on this. Does it make it so this is inoperable? No, it does not. So that's in place. Happy about that. You know, that is funny. I wonder why I took the cup off and didn't put it back, or at least put it up in here. All right, well, I'm going to have to find that in a minute. So, what's our next step? Okay, yeah. Found the ground wire, so there's the cup. Here's our cup. Oh, that's just dirty in there. That doesn't look real good. A lot of splatter. Clean that up a bit. Now, I've run that without this cup. That's why I was thinking, oh, maybe I left it off and put it somewhere I shouldn't have. Sometimes the cup, it depends on what you're welding, kind of is an hindrance. What's this say? Just put the cup back on. There. Now we're ready. That looks real pretty. Okay, so everything's set up and ready to, I can close the lid on this and say it's all good. But I don't want to just yet. I want to make sure that everything's doing what it's supposed to be doing. So I leave this open until I do my initial strike to make sure that, okay, yeah, it's working the way it needs to work. Now, Pretty simple. This is a very basic machine. I've used it on a lot of little projects and even tried it on some bigger projects. It has its limitations, and I understand that. But I want to be able to have it as a backup to my Miller welder for those simple projects. And this is going to go on the creamsicle and be available to when I pull up. I can just, it's 110, which is cool. You can just plug it into 110 and use it, which I'll have on the creamsicle at all times with the generator. So I can use this, or with the big welder, I could fire up the big welder and run the power off the welder to run this little welder. So I have a lot of options that way. So anyway, I'll show you the project that we're going to work on. And yeah, it's almost comical, but this is the tool for this project.